And again, it's Tagovailoa. And an incomplete. Stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. He'll try and run for it. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football, when I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Buying time to his left. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. A 62-yard attempt.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a strong first half from our quarterback. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. Here comes Richard on the return. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10. At their own 32-yard.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, he gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field? And they find each other for the completion.
He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfro. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Shotgun now for Carr. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A gain of of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
44-yard line.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And a short gain here down to the 22.
The ball carrier.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
At the 16-yard
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
and 4.
From the gun, it's Carr. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Carlson now to add the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. That time, a 9-play drive. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown.
14. Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
Their own 25-yard line.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit. They're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. 11 yards there, first down.
First down, Miami.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki.
Tagovailoa's
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6. At the 44.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
On the carry.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. Running out of the gun here, Breida. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother blitzers. They come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And it's 3rd down.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Touchdown.
Devontae Parker, 34 yards. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Here comes Richard on the return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago, the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Big gainer there on the catch and run. 37 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
Byron Jones on the coverage.
Throwing again. Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the gun now on 3rd down. Carr. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And right away, he'll look to throw. They'll set up a screen for Breida. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback. And he hits a big one right there.
They'll throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And now it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
from the gun, it's Tua. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. The Dolphins on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Is good. That ties the game 24-24.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before second and right at a yard. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 1.
On play action, now Carr. This is Carr. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. A perfectly executed crossing route. Carr completes it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
6-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Now they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Results.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Makes the score Raiders 27, Dolphins 24.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Yeah, this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up. Now a throw here, hauled in. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
On the tackle. Taken down back at the 42.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. It's a jet sweep. This is Renfro. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. There's that man again. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
Reception here by Ruggs. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Forced out to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. He'll look to throw. The open man here, Renfro. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shot the D and rip off a pretty big play.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Back to throw. Carr. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 30.
Back to throw. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. The Raiders is going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw. It's complete left side to Aguilar. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. He's back to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with what most likely will be the game-winning touchdown.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Celebration time tonight on the Strip as we say so long from Las Vegas.